years ago. So I am a lecturer here in DKIT, and I also have a small little organization, or involved in a small little organization called Republic of Fun. And we have been building a WebAR fighting game, a multiplayer mobile WebAR fighting game. And well, we started out with Unity, incidentally. We made the prototype there, and then we scrapped it and we built it all up in React and React 3 Fiber. So augmented wrestling could be wrestling with augmented reality, to be honest. But one of the things that we found when we start building this, we built it as a web game first with the intention to go WebAR, and then when we started going WebAR, we started going, hold on a second, this is actually very useful. It's a way of, we can do a lot of stuff with it. The fact that it overlays and we can play around with it, and it's accessible for everyone. So really what we liked about it was that you just go to the website and it works. There's no download times, and it functions just like a web app, front end, back end. One of the things that, I'm not sure if I'm talking to the right audience, but when we were looking at WebAR, it's not, within the layman, it's not as well known what exactly AR is or how it works. And actually, it's fairly straightforward. You have your video camera, and you have a canvas element, which is an artifact that's on top of it. And because it's a digital artifact, you can, interact with it. The magic really is in the tracking, and all the different types of AR come from what type of tracking it is, whether it's location or image tracking, which is what is supposed to be looked at here. So that's fine, but AR in itself, I find it's kind of hard to access, especially when you're looking at apps and then you've got to download your actual app to make it work. So to get around this, we look at WebAR. The problem with WebAR up to probably about 3 years ago was it didn't really exist. The browsers weren't very good at detecting it. It was a bit flaky. But about 3 years ago, WebGL became a lot more accessible, and then in the last year and a half, WebGPUs come right into the web browser as well, which again allows for a much greater abilities to use it. One of the things we do find is that people will use it straight away, and that is something that the market is seeing. It's seeing an increased growth. I'm not too sure about those figures. They seem a bit high for me, but especially when we're looking at the use in industry, it seems to be very much around marketing and branding, a little bit of education. I'm not really seeing a lot of it for healthcare and medical training. AR, yes, but not WebAR. Even museums that have a tendency to download the app. It's all about downloading the app, which for me, it appears to be the barrier to entry. Things that AR can do. We've seen a lot of what AR can do this morning. And how far is WebAR from this? Well, we'll have a look in a few moments. But AR can do pretty much and can cross the divide with VR. They can be interchangeable in many respects. So I'm not going to go through all those. One of the problems with WebAR is the fact that you can use it for visualizing, you could use it to help you solve problems, fix things is the way I see it. at present, I use it on a device and on a mobile phone, and it'll work fine. But you've got your hands, and it's hard to work with. So then I looked up these. They're called lazy necks. They're, I don't know, $5.99 on Amazon, and you put this on, and then you've got your hands free. So I used one of these while I was developing our little game, which we'll get back to, which just made it, instead of having to pick it up all the time and put it down and go, it gave me that hands free. And it actually, it works. It's really simple. And the funny thing is, you've got these, how much was the Apple Vision? What was that, €2 grand, €3 grand? And this is €10. So, yeah, I can see it being definitely a workaround, and that AR, WebAR in particular, it is a complete app. You have your backend. In our game, we have the user authentication, which is using Firestore. We save all the game data. We save the user's customization in Firestore. We save the authentication in Firebase. And it's, yeah, it's light. It is immediate. It works off your network. You don't necessarily have to be in a high-end environment for it. And I see this as being a level on top of something like YouTube. I see that we would be able to use it to fix. And it's interesting that YouTube initially, the guys who sold it to Google, they kept on with making videos, and there were how to repair things afterwards, and their data showed them that actually that's what a lot of people were using it for. And I actually think this is a really quite a unique way to push it forward. So like I said, it's low end, and I'm thinking here, how do you change the air filter? Do I need to go to the garage, or can I just can I just fix it myself? Things that are changing immediately. WebGPU has already arrived. Browser compatibility, it's getting better and better. The tracking, it works very well. So I will put some stickers on some tables out there during the big break, and I will let you play our multiplayer WebAR game, and you can see for yourself.